All right, guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are going to get right back into it to one of my favorite comics out there, Mark Normand. Incredible comic. Got to see him live here in Las Vegas at the dive bar. Absolutely incredible. We're going to jump back into it a little later on in this set from the first part that we watch. Let's just get right into it.
Satire. All right. But you guys are cool. You know, a lot of crowds getting sensitive. It's getting weird out there. I got yelled at a show recently. This guy goes, "Hey, buddy, that's a trigger word." I was like, whoa, I think it's pronounced trigger. Easy there, big fella. And look, if you get upset or offended, that's cool. I'm not one of those guys. You're allowed to be offended. That's totally cool. But if you are, just shut up. You're not a hero. You're just running a show. Just be offended. Just let it flow through you. Just feel it, right? Yeah, don't share. We don't care. Just feel. Yeah. We all have thoughts. I might want to sleep with your girlfriend. I just hold it in. I don't say it. Yeah, just feel it. We're so obsessed with words now. It kind of shows how good we have it. We've got to focus on words, Like in the 70s, it was all about actions. Like if you want to show you're brave in the 70s, you had to jump over 12 buses on a motorcycle. Now I see a guy make an off-color joke at the office. I'm like, that guy's fucking fearless. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. People take things so seriously. I guess they got to show you their personality by yelling at you about stuff that bothers them. I don't know. I don't mean any of this stuff. I'm just saying words in a certain order to elicit laughter. People try to figure me out through my act. It's all jokes. I told an abortion joke recently, and a woman...
See, he's, if you saw a previous video that I did, Mike Epps calls out the crowd in a middle of a set where he's getting the laughs, but he's not getting the laughs that he really wants, where they're, constantly laughing. And he called them out. And I thought it was brilliant how he did it. And this is kind of cool, too. That Mark, I wouldn't say he's calling the crowd out. But what I will say is that he is talking about just the crowds in America, just in general, are very, touchy, very sensitive. And he is telling them, in a funny way, how, sensitive people are right now. This is actually really smart, comedy. It's just the way that he's turning it on to the crowd is pretty incredible. And then he's jumping right into another bit, which I wouldn't be surprised. Probably a little edgy. Yeah, because now you got him warmed up. Now you could kind of start attacking a little bit more. And then you called him out about being sensitive. Let's double down and go even harder now. That's next level. When you get really good, that's how you start thinking, how can I manipulate the crowd now more and get them on where I can control them and get them on my side, do whatever I want with them. That's like Patrice O'Neal style.
Approached me. She was like, "Hey, that's very insensitive. I've had an abortion. You shouldn't tell jokes like that." I was like, "Whoa, hey, sorry. I just told a joke. I think what you did was much worse." But, either way, I'll see you at home later, honey. And again, all jokes. I love abortions. I paid for 2 last week. I'm a fan, right? You remember? Come on. It's all jokes. A friend of mine, she works at Planned Parenthood. She loves that joke. And I was like, I might have to get rid of it. People don't like it. She's like, no, you got to keep it. I was like, I might get rid of it. She's like, no, you got to keep it. I was like, I might get rid of it. She's like, no, you got to keep it. I might get rid of it. I was like, don't tell me what to do with my body of work. She's like, every joke's a miracle. But I don't want to upset anybody, jeez. I don't want to upset. That's not my intent, I'm upsetting people on accident now. I was at a Starbucks recently. This guy handed my coffee. I went, "Hey, thanks, Chief." This guy goes, "Ooh." Don't say Chief. It's offensive to Native Americans. I was like, "How is that offensive?" He goes, "Whoa, don't say how." Come on. How'd we get here?
That was clever. See, the thing about Mark, man, when you do watch him, when you watch him live or by the way, nicest guy in the world. Nicest guy in the world. We'll take pictures with you. We'll talk comedy with you. I mean, if you're a comic out there, he's very open to speaking to you, especially when he does. He went on this little tour where he's doing terrible rooms. I'll do any spot anywhere. And somebody picked the dive bar, which is epic place for me. But if you just walked in there, you wouldn't know what the hell's going on. But it's actually one of the best places here in Las Vegas, in my opinion. And he did a set there. He did a comedy set there, man. And he was just dope. Dude took pictures, hung out, chilled, drank beer, got hammered. Then he went to Phoenix or somewhere in Arizona to do his weekend there. So he's dope, man. He's like a comics comic, like an an OG kind of comic, like a very Dave Attell like. Sam Morril's his best friend, so I would say like a Dave Attell and Sam Morril kind of hybrid. More on the Dave Attell side, more setup punch style. Very, I would say similar to kind of like a. I mean, Dave Attell's great analogy in my opinion. Dave Attell's probably the guy. Mitch Hedberg, I guess, like you could think of. Dion Cole, he does a lot of stuff like this. Dion Cole's great, but I should probably do I should do a video on him. He's great. But yeah, Mark is just killing it right now. Like, he never leaves anything on the table. He will get every ounce out of his jokes every single time. Eventually, he'll always get there. He might not get there when it's a brand new joke or something edgy at first, but he'll get there eventually, and it's going to be quick, 2 to 3 months at the most of him running it constantly. Then he's like, all right, let's put it in the special. So
weird times. Taking words away, I get it. Words hurt people, I get it, But here's the thing. We're kind of like a weird word prohibition. Can't say this, can't say that. That's why I feel like every now and then we should all go to a politically incorrect speakeasy. Just somewhere we can all go to say horrible stuff and nobody cares. You got no hate in your heart. You don't want to hurt anybody. But if you can't say it there, give us a place you can, right? You go down some creaky stairs, you bang on a big steel door, the guy's like, what's the password? Retarded. Get in here! All right. It's like the 90s again,
Beautiful setup. I mean, he gets you going one way, and he's going to say something probably edgy, you just don't know what he's going to say, and then he says that. It's like, he's just like a master at joke writing, man. He's absolutely amazing.
Because offensive words, they're like alcohol. Sure, you can abuse it. Sure, you can hurt people. If you do it responsibly, it's a good time. Just don't do it at work. Don't do it around kids, but go home, close the door, take the edge off. Midget. Right? I don't want to say little people. That's like drinking in O'Doul's. But of course, I get it. I just, find it funny. I get it. But here's the problem. We forget that no one's politically correct up here. We're all animals. We're all seeing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing. No one's PC in their brain. That's just a filter you put on when you talk so you seem nice. Like, no one sees a hot girl bend over and thinks, look at that independent woman. I'd like to treat her equally. We're sick, men and women. We're gross. But look where it's all gotten us. Doesn't it feel like the whole country's pent up? Feels like everybody's angry right now. We got white supremacists, protests, hate groups. It's weird you're allowed to be hateful in America as long as you're not specific. Isn't that weird? And if you're like, I hate Mexican people, everybody's like, oh my God, what a bigot, prejudice. But if you're like, I hate people, everybody's like, fucking right. Isn't that weird?
It's amazing how he used like 2 words in the last one, midget and retarded, I guess. I'll just say it. I'm not going to get canceled. I don't have enough followers. So let's be honest here. Not enough views. Either way. He used that both in a joke there where you didn't see that one, you didn't see the retarded joke come in at all, and then you saw him using like the midget word like just pretty beautifully, and also saying like, yeah, I'm not gonna call it little people because it's like drinking O'Doul's, which everyone like the way that Mark makes everything super relatable is what makes his jokes hit so hard. They might be premises that have been done before. But, like, he always puts a new spin on it and something that you don't see coming. Every single time. It's amazing.
Worse? People are angry now, man. I had one of those White Lives Matter rallies go by my house the other day. I freaked out. Then I realized, it's just a half marathon. That was close. I don't know. Just be a good person. What about that? Just be nice to people, Yeah. Like, a lot of it doesn't add up. I can't keep track of all the rules. Like transgender, what do you think? That's how I feel. I don't give a shit. You want to go for a man, a woman? Go nuts. Well, go labia. What's the beef? Look, it's weird to hate someone because they're trans, right? But it's also weird to love someone because they're trans. Shouldn't you like them based on who they are as a person, content of the character? People are so phony. I love Caitlyn Jenner. Why? She sucks. She's against gay marriage or ran over a person. What's the good part? Then they go, well, they have hard lives. All right, well, so do midgets. Why don't you talk about how much you like them? Where's that hashtag? I don't see any tweets about midgets. Who's got a heart on a midget? Hard to get around, hard to drive, hard to get work? No love. And look, I'm not anti-trans, but I am pro-midge. I just don't get why we help one group and not another. It's just kind of trendy. And people say, well, trans aren't allowed everywhere. Well, you ever been to a roller coaster? At least trans we accommodate with the bathrooms. Midgets, you ever seen how tall a toilet is? Well, imagine having to jump to take a dump. Weird. No help, no support. And you know what's great about midgets? I got a couple midget friends. They're good eggs. You never see a midget complaining. Never. Every other group complains. Never a midget. Never see it on the news, sitting at a desk, legs dangling, a little fish egg. Never. Every other group complains. I see women on the news, we have a glass ceiling. Midgets are like, you're worried about the ceiling? Holy shit. I'm trying to fuck with this counter, baby. Interesting. See, I guess I'm too open-minded because I support all transition, not just sexual. Why do we stop at sexual? I support transition of personality, transition of opinion, right? Like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart got in trouble with some offensive tweets from years ago. Well, I'm not the same guy I was from years ago. I've transitioned. I used to have sex with 16-year-olds when I was 16. Now I don't. I'm different. Well, years ago, he said some offensive stuff. Well, years ago, she won the men's relay. People change.
Man, Mark Norman's amazing with that stuff. Like, he dove into that midget bit, and he kept diving in. And with a trans bit on top of that, like, I just... The guy is pretty incredible with the way that he structures his jokes, and he's very good at showing you one thing and then the other thing on the opposite side that you wouldn't think would compare, but he finds the comparison in these things and it makes you understand it, and then he hits you with the punchlines. So now, and he's using like no fat in his jokes. So now it's like straight to the point. I understand what he's talking about, and there's punchlines. That's how you become a hilarious comic. That's literally the blueprint. Is like, give me some comparisons, give me like a cool premise. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a cool premise. Just give me that, give me those comparisons, man. Show me that. Make it relatable to me. If you can make it relatable to me, easy to digest with the least amount of words and punches, and then the tags after and before, or tags in your setup. I mean, you're gonna be one of the better ones out there. It's gonna be clear that you're better than everybody. Which has been happening to me. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I do have some good news. Mark Norman's great. Watch him. He's awesome. He's the best. One of the best out there. But I do have some great news about me. Guess what happened to me? I had an audition at LA Comedy Club at the Stratosphere, not in LA, in Las Vegas. LA Comedy Club is in Las Vegas, not LA. It's at the Stratosphere. It's a great place. It's a great room. Absolutely incredibly beautiful. One of the better rooms out here, as in just the feel of it. The acoustics are incredible. The stage is small, like it's tight. Like if you're a New York comic, it's going to be like right up your alley if you're a New York comic, but with the stage size. But either way, I've been going to the LA Comedy Club for 4.5 years, man, and I've never pushed for a spot there. I barely push. I just chill. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And one day I was just hanging out with Jimmy McMurrin. I was looking good. I was just killing in an urban black room, just destroying. Left, looked amazing. My friend Jimmy was like, dude, you look like you're in motion. I was like, you bet your ass I am. You bet your ass, Mr. McMurrin. Jimmy McMurrin, hilarious comic out here. And we were just talking, and then next thing you know, the booker, Matt, comes in, who I know, but I don't really talk to. I talk to his brother a lot, Drew. He's great. And next thing you know, we're talking, and then Jimmy introduces me to him, and Jimmy has, he's been in the game. He's hilarious. So he headlines that place sometimes. He basically just introduced us. I got his number, and then he's like, just text me every Sunday your availability, and we'll figure out a spot for you to do your audition. Boom. Text him. I got 2 weeks later, I got the invite to come do the audition. I did the audition, smashed it, absolutely smashed it. It was great. And then 2 weeks later, I been texting him every Sunday, and then next thing you know, I get a call for my first host gig. So I get there, dude, and like a lot of the comics there I know, but they've never really seen me do stand-up because they're always in that club working, or they're working somewhere on the strip. So they don't really hit the open mic scene like that. And it was cool, man. They're all there. We're all hanging out, and they all were hanging out in the back when I went up, which was really dope. And I was killing it, man. I killed it. I killed it again. And it was just like I put a lot of work in, man. Like we all do as comics, some more than others. And that's just because some people just have it naturally. Some people don't. Some people don't have a work ethic that's strong, but they still kill. Some people don't have a work ethic and they don't kill and they don't get any spots. Some people have a crazy work ethic and they don't kill and they don't get spots. Some people have a crazy work ethic and they kill and they get spots. So it's just, you never know what's going to happen. It's just life. But yeah, I crushed it. Jamal Coleman came up to me after and he's like, gave me an 8.5. I had a little weirdness at the end of my set, but if I didn't have that, I would probably have been in the 9s for him, which would have been great. But yeah, man, it was a beautiful moment and I worked hard for that moment, and it's like just the journey, man. Like, I don't know where anything's going to go. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't even think about it. I just think about doing it. That's all I do. I'm like, well, okay, am I doing stand-up tomorrow? Cool. What am I going to do? That's as far out as I think. That's as far out as I think. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do stand-up. Okay, cool. I got to stand up tonight. I don't think like 10 years down the road. I just think about how can I be the best that I can be at that moment? How can I make these people laugh? Maybe they're just comics, but is there the way to make them laugh that's maybe something that I can use in like a crowd work moment or something like that? Like, how do I make people laugh even if they don't like me or something like that? Whatever it is, how do I do it? And that's all I'm trying to do. So it was a great moment for me. And thanks to everyone who believed me. I appreciate you guys. We're just starting. We're just rolling. We're just having a good time. Everything in life is coming together. Work, my son, everything is going dope. Getting laid. I'm just fucking around. Am I? No, but like, yeah, things are going great, and I'm just happy. So, if you're out there, well, I don't know what's going on with your life or anything like that. You know, I've been in some really bad, dark moments as well. Just keep going, man. Everything's gonna be fine. I promise. Just keep pushing, stay positive, and keep just trying to be better than you were yesterday. I know it sounds cliche, but I promise you it works. And you're going to get to whatever destination you're trying to go to. That's it. That's just how it is, man. I promise you that. If you just keep trying to be better than you were yesterday, you're going to get there. And I'm proof of it. So I was trash for a long time doing stand-up, for a long time. Now I'm just starting to get better. So either way, guys, thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for being here. Like, I don't know how we're almost at 1,200 followers. So thank you for supporting, guys, liking the videos, watching the videos, everything. I really appreciate you. Love y'all. Have a good night.